Hello, good evening, good afternoon, or good morning. So today, I am going to teach you how to make a USB bootable device or a Windows installer using your USB. Okay, so let's start. So the software that we are going to use in creating a bootable device is Rufus. Rufus is a free software that is available on the internet. So you can just download it in their site. Okay, let's proceed. So the first step is to insert your USB stick. Okay, so make sure that all the files inside are not important to you. So take note, all of the files inside the USB will be deleted or formatted when we are creating USB Windows installer. So make sure to back them up to your computer's hard drive or to the other USB or external hard drive. Okay, so let's start. Let's open Rufus. Okay, open Rufus is very important to run it as an administrator because it requires administrator privileges in order for you to configure and make a installer properly. Okay, so to do that, select the Rufus, right click, and then run as administrator. Click yes. Wait for it to open, and then there you go. This is the Rufus software that we will use in creating a USB Windows installer. And here, in the first option, under the device, we have the list of available USB connected to our PC or computer. So all we have to do is to select USB that we are going to use. For now, I only have one USB inserted into my computer. So the only one appearing is my USB. Okay. So in case you have multiple USB plug into your PC, so all you have to do is to select the one that you will use. So for me, I have just only one USB connected to my computer, so I will just select it. Okay, next, under the boot section, selection, so you don't need to change anything under the boot selection, so just leave it as it is. Okay, so as you can see, there's a button on the right hand side which is labeled select. So that select button lets you select the ISO image or the installer of the Windows operating system. Okay, so click select, and then you will find the ISO image or the installer in the Windows operating system. Okay, so here I have the Windows 10 Professional Edition installer, Windows installer. So this is the ISO file that we will use to put into the USB, create a USB Windows installer. So all you have to do is to select it and then click open. Okay, after that, under the image option, so we don't need to change any of that, so we will just proceed into the next option, which is the partition scheme. Okay, so what is the partition scheme? So partition scheme is the configuration of the partition of USB that will be read by the BIOS. Okay, So some computers cannot read GPT configuration of partition scheme. So most commonly, computers read MBR, so not GPT. So in order for you to proceed with the installation and to be safe, just select MBR as the partition scheme. Okay? So under the target system, so we have select BIOS because we will use BIOS. Okay. So under these options, so let just as it is. Don't change any of that. So under the format options, so under the volume label, you can change the name of the installer to what you like. So say for example, we are installing Windows 10 Professional. So I'm just gonna add here Windows 10 Professional. Okay. So under the file system, just select NFS. Raster size by default is 4096 bytes. Okay, just set it to default. And then this is very important. Make sure format is checked. So why is that? Because when it is not checked, the processing of the creating of the USB Windows installer will be very slow. Although it will create your Windows installer. Okay, so if you want this to be quicker or faster, just select or just check format in order for it to be created quickly. Okay, so create extended label and icon files. Check. Okay, so I think we are ready to create our USB Windows installer. So all you have to do is click start. Okay, just click OK. Okay, so when this appears, warning, all data on the device will be destroyed. So just as I said, when we are creating a USB Windows installer, all of the files inside the USB will be formatted or deleted. So make sure to back up the files inside it in order for you to access them later. Okay. So continue with the installation, just press OK. Okay, so now is beginning to create your USB Windows installer. So just wait for it to finish. After it is done, so just click close. And then now, when we go to your computer, you can now see the label that we created to the Windows USB installer that we just created. So this is now a functional USB Windows installer. So all you have to do is to insert USB to the PC that you are going to install the operating system, and then access it through the BIOS. So for that, I will cover it in the other videos. So that's all. Good night, morning, and afternoon.